Hi, it's Kelly with Olardi, and today I'm going to demonstrate how I prepare milk kefir or milk kefir. I like to call it milk kefir. I know people call it kefir as well. I previously wrote a post on the benefits of milk kefir and why you should be drinking it. But today I'm going to show you how I make it. And of the ferments, it is probably one of the easiest to make. The hardest part of milk kefir is probably finding your grains. It seemed to take me a while to find these. And let me just tell you that these are going bananas. When I got them, they probably were here and they've like doubled, which is insane. So what does a milk kefir grain look like? Kind of looks like cottage cheese. It's the best way I can describe it. But they smell like kind of like my daughter calls it a milk soda. It's kind of like a fizzy milk, and it doesn't smell. It shouldn't smell like sour milk. That would be bad. Um, but I'll kind of show you what they look like. They kind of just are these grains, and they have a ton of them. I have a ton, and if you're in Phoenix, you are more than welcome to come over and grab some of these. So anyway, in order to ferment kefir, here in Phoenix, it is still warm outside and my kitchen is fairly warm. And so right now it's taking my milk kefir about 12 hours to ferment, which is great because I make it on an as needed basis. I drink smoothies every day, so it's really not that big of a deal. But just to make what I need makes it pretty easy. This little device here, I used to use a mason jar, but then I found this lovely thing. This is called a Kefirco. The link to find one of these is in the post. But what's awesome about this is obviously here I have the jar and I have now it's kefir, but originally it was milk and grains. And it has this little lid that kind of unscrews like this. And so it can allow the gases to escape as it ferments. And it still keeps it kind of closed. But when you're ready, after my milk kefir is ready, I will say that what is milk kefir? I guess I should have covered that, and I did cover it in a post. It's kind of like drinkable yogurt, and you can see here that it's still fairly milky, easy to pour. If it goes too long, it is more of a real thick milk, so it's more like yogurt. And it's really hard to strain then because the grains are kind of in and it's all thick and it's hard. This little device makes it super easy. I like my kefir to be still milky, so that's why I let it go for about 12 hours. Sometimes in the winter it'll probably take a little bit longer. I always smell it and it smells like kefir, so it's ready. But this here is a strainer. And this is great for water kefir as well. You'll notice that this side is a little thicker, and then this side it's a little thinner. So this would be water, and then this is milk. And all I do is I take my nice clean jar, and when my kefir is ready, I strain it by just pouring it into the jar. You guys, it doesn't get much easier than this. Typically, if I'm ready, sometimes I do a cup at a time, but since my husband's been drinking some smoothies, I've been making more of it. But normally I would just, because there's grains down here, I'll unscrew it so you guys can see what this looks like. You can kind of see them in there. Boop. Oh wait, there we go. So I would just dump milk right back in here and let it keep going. This was raw milk. Raw milk I find ferments better and faster. I ran out of raw milk and I had some pasteurized milk, and that took about a full day to be ready. Not too sure why. But anyway, since I am not going to be using these grains right away, I'm just gonna put them back in their little home and then stick them in the fridge, and then I'll make some more tomorrow. But for this, all that needs to be done is the lid is thrown on there, and then we throw it in the fridge, and then tomorrow morning I will use it to make some smoothies. There you have it. How to make milk kefir. Super easy. Finding some grains would probably be the hardest thing you do. And really, it isn't that hard. If you know someone that ferments, they may have some milk kefir grains and they multiply. And so they're probably, just like kombucha, happy to get rid of some grain. If you have grain that gets into here, don't worry about it. I just blend it up in the blender anyway, so I don't really care. But there it is. Milk kefir, easiest ferment to do, super incredibly beneficial for your gut. It's like I love kefir for the gut. It's loaded with great bugs for your belly. So anyway, that is it on milk kefir. Have a great day, and let me know how you make your milk kefir. I'm curious. This is just my method and it works great for me. Let me know what works for you. Have a great day.